Howdy y'all, Galator here.
Hi, I'm Jade.
You have to say howdy y'all.
Howdy y'all, I'm Jade.
But the mic's over there.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Alright, today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable.
Yeah. I have no idea what that is, but okay.
Oh, that's why I'm excited. Alright. Oh no. I think you're coming through my speakers really loudly. Okay.
Is this a scary game or?
No.
Okay.
It's a deeply philosophical game.
Oh my favorite.
All right.
Do I begin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley. I'm Jade.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this
It's like
job.
an exciting game.
Stanley was happy.
It is.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Sorry.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
But you're so quiet. All right.
What happens to Stanley?
We're gonna find out. But you have to talk loud because the mic is really far away. Sorry. Okay.
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call
Do
a
you
meeting,
understand the rules
or
yet?
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
You're unclear on the
isolation.
rules.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's the game.
Oh.
And then you
Okay.
walk with WASD,
Okay.
and to interact with things, you click on them.
Okay. Let's go explore.
All of
And
his
you have to-
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Let's go to the meeting room, Stanley.
Now you need to borderline yell when you talk to be heard.
All right, Stanley.
That's
Let's
actually-
go to the meeting room.
That's about the volume you need.
Okay.
Because the mic's
Sorry.
bad. Louder.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
You
doors, this was
entered
not
the
the
wrong
correct
door.
way to the
Oh,
meeting room,
no,
and
no,
it's
Stanley
fine.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth
Beautiful.
the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Oh, that was
But
a
eager to
detour.
get back to business,
Yes.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, there we go. I feel like they
And
figured
so he
out I
detoured
needed
through
extra
the maintenance
help.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. Is this like a scary game?
No.
Is someone gonna follow me?
No. It's you're
Yet
just
there
the
was
comp.
not a single person here either.
Oh no.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait.
Okay. That's the broom closet.
You can also open doors by clicking.
Coming to a
Okay.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Of course, the boss's office is all the way up, I guess.
Lavish.
There we go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
I
human
wouldn't say
life.
it's not a horror game,
Shocked,
but it's
unraveled,
philosophical.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the
Jesus.
boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
That's not
But
a
of course,
keypad.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay.
It's a phone.
Where's the keypad? What's the keypad supposed to look like?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to
Stanley?
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Damn it, Stanley!
I don't think Stanley's the problem.
Where's the
Oh my
keypad?
god.
2845.
Where's the keypad?
It's behind the desk. I forgot how hard it is to like watch someone play a video game. It's actually like, I don't know, increases my blood
But
pressure.
it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story.
It's okay, I gave up on you.
Whoop-de-doo.
They said the door opened
Alright.
magically without having to enter the code.
What door? What door just opened? This? No. This.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Where are we?
you're behind your boss's office.
Oh my gosh. Is this like his sex dungeon?
Jesus. We don't need views that bad. Are you... Oh, way to ruin the immersion. Are you invested yet?
Descending deeper into
No.
the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh my god, what is this office?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Oh my
door
God.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Do you even see the escape route?
No?
Look around you when you walk around. The whole game's about choice.
Okay, well my choice is to go there.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out?
Well, the game doesn't let you kill yourself by jumping off, so I don't... Oh, you lost your chance for escape.
Oh. Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. That's a little creepy, but okay. Oh, nope.
I like to pretend this is what having a real job would be like. Like just
Oh my goodness.
being a number.
Can I go this way? No. No? Okay. Oh my. Which number was I again? 200?
Oh, I don't remember.
247?
You can actually see your office if you remember,
I don't know.
but I don't remember.
What's in that box?
We'll never know.
Oh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go.
'Cause you had so much
No,
more choice.
he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What is this?
3.
Oh, okay.
This is high-end gameplay.
Okay, maybe I'm supposed to go upstairs now. Is upstairs going to lead me back to where I was?
I think you came from upstairs.
Yeah, but we took like an elevator.
Oh, that's true. I don't know.
Alright, let's find out. Oh!
4.
Wait, maybe I'm supposed to push them in sequence.
That would be rational.
But we push 3 and 4, so let's find 1 and 2.
That's not in order.
No. 1, 2, and then I'll repress 3 and 4.
Okay.
No?
No, that sounds good.
There's 5. Oh my god. Why is it so dark?
To make it difficult for you.
It is difficult.
1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2. 1. 2. Okay. Where was 3?
I think it was to the back right. That's the top left.
Wait, that's 5. Wait, where was it?
I think back there, right?
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 3. We're doing this.
Judith Film says, hi, hello, ha ha ha.
Hi, Judith.
That's about the level of gameplay we're giving you.
Hello to you too. Wait, which number did I press 4?
You didn't press 4.
Okay, where's 4? Oh my god, what is this game?
This is what peak gaming looks like.
Where's 4?
If you're uncomfortable with it,
Where's
you're not
4?
a real gamer.
Where is 4? I think it was upstairs.
Oh, I think so. I think you're right.
4.
Alright.
Alright.
5 and 6.
You're sure it stops at 6?
Well, you saw...
It better stop at 6.
You saw 6. It was over on the other wall.
Right. Okay. Oh my god. Under what wall? I'm not gonna say it all looks the same, but... 5.
People are still watching at this point. I want to know why. 5.
Okay.
Oh. No, that was just you. Oh. No. Alright, where's 6?
Is there a 6?
I thought I saw a 6.
I haven't seen a 6. Is there a 6?
I don't know. I played this game like a year ago. I don't remember like the exact order of everything. This live is beautiful. I don't know if beautiful is the word I would use, but troubled. Troubled is definitely.
I'm confused why you're making me play this game, but
because
I'm playing it. I'm playing it.
It's important to the human experience.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna say there is no 6.
You gotta do something.
Okay, I'm gonna go all the way up.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Am I not supposed to?
Do what you want. This is a game about choice.
Okay. Okay. That's the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is there no upper? Shit. Oh shit, I thought I could go up. I can't go up. This is like harder than it looks. I swear. I don't even know what the game is at this point. What am I doing? I think I pressed all the buttons. I think we're good. What about here? I think I'm gonna need help. Oh wait. Am I supposed to go facility power? We haven't been there. Have we been there?
I don't think so.
Mind control idle, awaiting input.
Alright.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his...
Of course I would press on.
You
Oh
didn't
no.
just activate the controls, did you?
What?
After they kept
Yes.
you
You
enslaved
didn't even
all
think
these
about the
years, you go and you
consequences
try
of
to
your
take
decision.
control of the
Just
machine for yourself. Is that
Oh
what
my
you
God.
wanted? Control?
Yeah?
Stanley.
No?
I
Do I
hope
press
you're
off?
aware that I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Wait,
You were
why did you
supposed to
turn it
let
on?
it go. Turn the
You saw a
Alright,
machine
alright,
that says
alright.
mind control, and you clicked
If you
on.
would have thrown
I thought
my
it'd be
story off
exciting to
track,
mind
you're gonna
control
have to do
everyone
much
but
better
me.
than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the
What?
event that this
Where'd you
machine is
go?
activated
Am I gonna
without
die?
proper DNA identification,
It's a possibility.
detonators are
Does
simply
everyone
explode,
always press off?
eliminating the entire complex.
Who would press
Not
off?
until
I
detonation.
think there's like 20-some endings to this game.
Let's say, 2.
Oh my god! Everything's gonna. Oh my
This is
god!
making things a little more fun, isn't it,
No.
Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much
Oh my
Oh, there's your
god!
time.
Oh my
Alright,
god!
turn it
We
off.
have so
How do
little
I turn
time
it
left
off?
to enjoy it.
Do I just run away?
Hey, the door's open.
Can I just?
Oh,
What? No! No! Oh my god! This is such a
Time
joke.
to talk about you.
What?
About me. Where we're going.
Stop.
What all
Judith,
this
I'm gonna
means,
take a look at your
I'm
YouTube
barely
channel.
know
Looks
where to
interesting.
start.
Thanks, Judith. I would recommend it, especially if you
Imagine
play
the way
Legacy
your
WoW,
coworkers
but
are.
I'll play other games.
moment
What do I do, Judith?
All right.
I think we're all just going to die here.
Try to turn it off.
Exactly what happened.
Turn what off?
I
There's a red
erased
button.
them.
I shouldn't
I turned off
interject,
the
but there's a
machine
red
to set
button.
you free.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, no.
Of course,
Oh my God,
that was
oh my
merely
God, oh
in
my
this
God, oh my
instance
God.
of the story.
Oh my God.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let
Incorrect.
you sit there in your office
Re-enter
forever,
passcode.
pushing
Incorrect,
buttons
Benjamin.
endlessly and then dying alone.
I'm just gonna die.
Other times,
Wait,
I
the
let
number
office sink into the
buttons.
ground,
You were running
swallowing
low on time.
everyone
What was the
inside while I
passcode
let
that
it
they
burn
gave
to
at the
crisp.
beginning?
It only
I
had
have to
4
say
numbers.
this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try
this
to make
isn't
sense of
no
everything
good.
and take
Okay.
back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it
Oh
go.
my goodness.
But I'm sure whatever I come up
Judith
with on the
Films
next
to subscribe
go-around
to your
will be
YouTube channel.
even better.
Well, thanks, Judith.
My goodness, only 34
Wait, wait,
seconds
okay, but
left.
no, but
But
they
I'm
gave
enjoying
us
this so
shit. I
much.
can't press them
You know
anymore.
what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
I'm
time
low on
the
time.
clock. Why not?
Oh, they put
These are
extra time
precious
because they
additional
felt so
seconds.
bad for me.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, this is not
Oh, dear
nice.
me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
Wait,
have no
yeah, I
idea
can
where
press
you're
them.
going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Yeah.
now? Or did you just
Alright,
assume
what's
when
after
you saw
1?
that timer that something
2,
in this room
I
was
think.
capable of turning
Isn't
it
that how
on?
it goes?
I
He
mean,
didn't
look
push
at
you.
you.
Okay.
Running from button to button,
2.
screen
Okay.
to screen, clicking
Where's
on
3
every
again?
little thing in this room.
I don't know.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or
Why
maybe
do they
this big
make
red
this
button.
stressful? Okay,
or
I
this
hate
door.
how they're like talking
Everything,
to
anything,
me.
something here will save me.
No, that's 5.
would you think
Okay,
time
that's
do you have
5.
That this video
One
game
minute.
can be beaten?
Where's
One
3?
sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Where's 3? Okay.
Stanley.
Okay, we
You're
know
in
4's
for
up
quite
there.
a disappointment.
Yeah. Where's
But
3
here's a
again?
spoiler.
3 on that wall? No, go straight.
That timer
Go
isn't a catalyst to keep the action
right.
moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a
my God,
cutscene
oh my
because I
God.
want to watch you for
3.
every moment that you're powerless.
4.
4
To
is
see
upstairs.
You made humble.
Let's
This is
do
not a
this,
challenge.
Stanley.
It's a tragedy. You
is
wanted
not
to
a
control
challenge, it's
this
a
world,
tragedy.
that's fine.
What?
But I'm going to destroy it
That's what he
first,
said.
so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No,
That's
I
30
don't want
seconds
to.
You have left to struggle.
Oh my
30
god, oh my
seconds
god,
until
everything's
big
moving.
and then nothing.
Go fast!
Stop! Oh my god.
Will you cling
Where's
to
5 again? Where's 5? Where's 5? Benjamin.
Back wall, back wall, back wall.
Make it
Backward,
count.
backward.
Yep.
Okay, I can't even move.
It's
Here?
all the same
Upstairs?
to me. all
Okay.
part of
Over
the
there,
joke.
right?
And believe me, I will be laughing at every
X6, we're
second of
6.
your inevitable life.
I don't even know if I pressed it. Did I press it? There's no 6. There's no 6. I pressed it, and there's no 6. Am I dead?
I don't know.
It says the end is never the end.
Yeah. Alright, keep playing. Game's not over.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
I told you it was like similar to Bandersnatch. Like the concept.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we're dead.
Well,
Are we dead?
That's open to a variety of opinions. What is death?
I'm pretty sure
When
we
Stanley
died.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
We
left.
went through the other door.
No, he said the left.
Yeah, last time we went through the right.
Oh. Well, there we go.
Yet there was not a single
Stand for
person here
programming control.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
You don't
up
have
to
to
his
do-
boss's office, hoping he might
can do
find
whatever
an
you want.
answer there.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
I like
to
how you don't
his
even listen
boss's
to what the guy
office.
says and you just keep going.
Well, I remember. What
Well,
I'm
you don't
supposed to
have to do the same thing.
Why not?
What do you mean what you supposed to do?
Well, I'm supposed to go to the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Yeah.
discover not an indication of any
And
human
then
life.
press the buttons.
What could it mean? Stanley
What's the
wondered
code?
aloud to nobody.
I'm
He began
assuming
wildly
that
tearing
too.
through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings.
So because there's a voice in the
desperate
sky
for
telling you
clues
what to
his
do, that
situation.
means you have to do it.
But his
That's what you're
attention was
supposed to do.
caught by a keypad behind
Oh
the
my
boss's
gosh,
desk.
is this a whole...
Yes! It's a philosophy
In
game.
fact, this keypad guarded
go.
the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Technically, you
And so the
disobeyed him
boss,
at the end.
Stanley was in
You
such a
turned the mind
rush to
control
get through
on.
the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a
But that
single
killed
minute to
me.
just let the narrator
So I guess I'm
talk.
supposed to follow what they're
That kind of
saying.
anxiety
Couldn't tell
isn't
you.
healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age
This
music.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So.
So, where's the door that's supposed to open?
You're very anxious. You have to listen to some new age music.
Oh my god.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
gosh.
opened passageway.
Did I though?
Back into the
Oh
sex
my God.
dungeon. Woo!
Do I though? Do I want to go there?
Couldn't tell you.
I know I personally would not, but
What would you do if you walked in and saw a secret door open in your boss's office and everyone was gone? Would you not go through it?
yeah, I would. But I get scared easily, so I take a few steps and I go outside of the building, try to find people. Oh my goodness.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Okay, wait,
Facility.
pause.
Oh.
Go back. I just want you to see the option because I think you miss it. So there is. I just want you to have the option.
Oh my god. No, you know how long I take to pick something off of a menu? I'm not good with decisions.
My God.
Okay.
Escape
so
or mind control facility.
either I escape or I press off.
All right.
Can I escape?
I don't know.
Will that end the game again?
I don't know. The end is never the end.
Okay. Well, you know what? If I were to see this, I probably would have gone in.
Okay.
And it's gonna lock in behind me. Oh my god. Oh. Let's turn the light on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yes, I saw.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now I feel like you could just speed run it at this point.
Yes.
Now the monitors
Oh, do you
jumped
remember
to
your office
life,
number from
their
when you
true
walked
in?
nature revealed. Each bore
They
the
didn't
number of
say
an
it
employee
Oh.
in the
second
building,
time.
Stanley's co-workers.
This
The
is a story
lives of
about a
so
man
many
named Stanley.
individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I think it's
and
247.
Stanley, one of them,
Alright.
eternally
But it's okay.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's the wrong bridge.
Okay. Let's press off and no, wait. Oh, I have to go somewhere first. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control
stuck?
all this
I'm just waiting
time?
for the elevator.
Was this the only
Okay.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm gonna press off this time.
No.
And then
He refused
But if
to
there's
believe
other
it.
choices
He
before the
couldn't
off button, will you
accept
change
it.
anything?
His own
Is there
life
though?
in
a
someone
lot of
else's
choices.
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
But it is supposed to
Had
be
he
like
truly
an
spent his
an
entire
exploration
life
of your psyche.
utterly
So
blind to the world.
like, do what you would do in each situation.
alright.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
I mean,
content. Walking,
I don't know if I would
eating,
press random
working,
buttons.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
that's
cold
fine.
reality of his past
I
began
would
to sink
probably
in,
take photos.
Stanley decided that this
I
machinery
would
would never again
the fuck
exert
outta
its
here.
terrible power over another human life.
Vlog.
For he would dismantle the controls
Vlog.
once and for all.
Hey guys, this is me in a mind control facility.
Okay, I honestly would not press either of them in real life. But I don't really have an option, do I?
I think you have to do something in this case, but I could be wrong.
Fine. Oh my gosh, it's like pure dark. No, come on. I don't know where I'm going.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh,
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had
you know,
he
it's
been
okay.
freed from the machine's
I don't know if I need
grasp?
to know.
What other mysteries did
I don't
this
know.
strange
I
building
mean-
hold?
I don't know if that's
But
the
as
spirit.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to
Is
him.
leaving an
For
option?
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
Also, how is this not like
But to live.
inconspicuous?
no longer
This
would
huge
anyone tell
drawbridge
him
is
where
right
to go.
next to like some houses and a telephone line. Like no one's like that huge
Whatever
facility.
life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Yes.
It was perhaps
Stanley,
the
you
only
do
thing
you.
worth knowing. Stanley
don't-
stepped through the open door.
Did he? Did he? I mean, isn't it winning the game? Can I just win the game by leaving?
What is winning?
What would I do in real life? I would leave.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This
I
was
won.
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
I would
Stanley
call the police to go look into my coworkers, but I don't know that I would solve that mystery by myself.
What if they're part of like? What if they're in on it?
I mean,
The end is never the end.
then
Is
they're
never
not
the
in
end.
danger.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
it's still going. See the floor? It's different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
so happy we
Perhaps
played
he
this
had
game.
simply missed a memo.
Why am I playing this?
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So
Are we at the point where we're gonna think through every decision?
I'm just gonna go
Fair,
This was
fair.
not the correct way to the meeting.
It was not
and
the
Stanley
correct
knew
way.
it perfectly well.
Well,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I
it.
did. I did want to admire
Wow. Yes.
it. Wow.
I feel like
This
life would be really
room.
depressing if that was
What
your
a
break
beautiful,
room.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did he?
Wait.
Did he?
You just walked past an open door. But it's okay. You do you. You do you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is also different.
Yeah, you didn't go this way last time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
No.
here. I'm not your enemy, really.
You're not gonna trick me this
I
time.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
Why
you've
do you
been
assume the
neglecting,
narrator is the
Stanley.
enemy?
Someone you've forgotten about.
I don't, but I've done
Please,
everything he's told
stop
me.
trying to make every decision
And he keeps
by
putting
yourself.
it back at the
I'm not asking
beginning.
for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Oh,
Your
this is
chance
so
to redeem
creepy.
yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
By the way, I would not go into this.
She's been waiting.
Oh, Jesus. No. Oh, well, great. Now I'm stuck.
She's been waiting.
No. Oh.
That's her, Stanley.
Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Honey?
Is that my wife?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
We
All
have
right,
to-
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your wife?
Oh my god!
What?
Gotcha.
Just her voice.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a lucky...
Ah! No! No!
I'm trying
No!
to make a point here, Stanley.
No! I
Trying to
can't.
get you to see
Ah!
something.
It's not a horror game.
Let me show you what's really
And what is
going on here.
this?
It's your
Oh
wife.
my god!
It's your wife.
What the hell?
This is what it's like when I come home.
No.
You just stand there like a
I
dummy.
don't want. Ah! No! Come on! Come
It's
no.
not. It's not a horror game.
Really?
Promise.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I talk to her?
Would you want to?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man
About the
named
death.
Stanley.
No.
It's not. It's not.
Fort. No, I don't want to.
And just so you know, that is C on my keyboard.
Stop. You just said it's a story about my death. Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press.
Yep.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's
I
coming
wouldn't
back
trick you
to
into
work.
playing a horror game.
One might even feel
I would tell
sorry
you up
for
front.
him, except that he's chosen this life.
If even one person comments horror game, we'll play a horror
But in
game
his
next
mind,
time.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Okay.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And
There's
each
your desk.
day that he returned to work was a reminder
That's
that
my
none of
desk?
it would ever happen
And the
to
room
him.
is slowly changing around you.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Gotta spend time with the boys.
He went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Nothing.
It
is
barely
open
even
right now.
mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his
No one
decisions
commented
would
horror
mean
games, so
something
you're
was
safe from
almost
that.
too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with
go away.
monitors and mind control.
That is your wife.
Down another was
ma'am.
a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Love her.
But there is no answer.
Oh my goodness.
How could there possibly be?
Oh,
In
427.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Okay, to be honest
the longer
though,
he spends
I
here,
would
the
love a
more
job where my
invested
desk was
he
that big.
gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
That's a huge fucking desk.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not
Are you gonna
do
do it?
it.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know.
You have to decide.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a
I
way
pressed
that he'll
it.
understand
He
that
told you
every
not to.
second he remains
And I
here,
did.
he's electing to kill himself?
You rebel.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Would you like
I'm uncomfortable.
shots fired?
You know what? Are you gonna make me press it? This is
They're insulting you.
ha ha ha.
I suppose I
Whatever.
can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Can I call
Perhaps,
someone?
well,
Help me.
maybe this time you'll see.
Help me.
Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh,
Please die.
what?
The end is never the end is never the end.
No,
We're not done yet.
no.
I promise. Just think through everything you do carefully.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his coworkers.
No, I don't
He never
want
functioned
to.
well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
Think
to
about
him.
the choices you haven't made yet. For example, you didn't try to escape.
Alright.
And the game also keeps track of you playing, so it doesn't think you're restarting every time. It's remembered what you've done so far.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You don't need to tell me once another time. Okay.
Yet there was not a
What?
single person
I'm-
there either.
I'm doing
Feeling
this.
a wave of
I
disbelief,
know what I'm doing.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
You also haven't
office,
gone downstairs.
hoping he
You only
might
went
find an
upstairs.
answer there. Coming to
The
a
choices.
staircase,
Oh,
Stanley
well, this
walked
is not-
upstairs
this
to
is not
his
the
boss's
escape way.
office.
Alright.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a
Looks like
competitive
life.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone
You're
had
just
vanished.
running.
His boss would think
Running
he was
through this
crazy.
building.
I'm just.
And then something
Get me outta
occurred to
here.
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Oh wait,
maybe
this
I
is a
am crazy.
circle.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason
Am I
at all.
stuck?
None
No.
of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
I'm
these
stuck.
rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
No.
repeating?
I'm stuck.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I'm
At
stuck.
last, he came to the
Have a
conclusion
soda.
that it had
At
been on the
least-
tip of his tongue.
Can I at least
He
have a
just
soda?
hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh,
I'm
what
stuck.
a relief Stanley
No,
felt
it's a
to
dream.
have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
I'm stuck.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
No,
I may
you're
as
not
well
stuck.
I'm
enjoy this while I'm
stuck.
still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken
Stars
up.
are pretty.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
How would that
doing
not be
and
the first
thinking?
thing you ask?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Wait, what's
And while he
this?
thought it all
Is that a
very
Naruto
odd
word?
and wondered
Yeah.
if this
Come here,
voice
Kelly.
spoke to all people in their
Come here.
dreams, the truth was,
Come here.
of course, this was not a
You
dream.
want to watch Mom play the
How
game?
could it be?
Come here.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
Your
himself? Believing that
Oh my
if he's
god.
asleep, he doesn't
Okay,
have to take
no, I
responsibility
can't do
for
this
himself?
anymore.
It's okay,
Stanley
Kelly's here.
is as awake
She's here to
right
give you
now
support.
I
as
need
he's ever been in his
She's
life.
giving you support.
my
Now,
emotional
hearing the voice
support.
speak these words
Oh,
is quite a shock
thank
to
you.
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain,
Alright.
beyond a doubt, that
Oh,
this
please
was
no.
in fact a dream.
Please no.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Kelly, what
So
do
he
I
closed his eyes
do?
gently,
What do you
and he
think,
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the
Kelly.
mattress on his back,
This is my
the fresh
puppy.
air of a world outside
Hi.
this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish
I
it to be
am.
over. Let me go back to
No.
my job.
We've only
Let me
begun.
continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
This is...
I
This
know,
I
I
want my
know.
apartment
She is.
and my wife and my
the
job.
dog is beautiful.
All I want is my life
She's our little
exactly
gamer
the
puppy.
way it's always been. My
Callie
life
knows how
is
to beat
normal.
the Stanley Parable, by the
I
way.
am normal.
Yeah.
Kelly has all
Everything
the
will be
answers.
fine. I am okay.
Am I?
Ha! Ha ha!
This is such a joke.
Ha ha!
Stanley began screaming.
Ah.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything
gosh.
went black.
Maybe that's beating it.
This is the story of a woman named
Hey, it's a woman now.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
So
And
Stanley
although she
was
would soon
crazy.
turn to go call for an ambulance,
What
for
is
just
crazy?
a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
Your
knew.
emotional support.
Everyone
will
knows
help you
what
with that.
crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her
We're
life.
almost there.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the
How
barrel,
long?
and then she turned
okay.
and ran.
We're almost at the end. Right?
If I wake up...
The end is never the
No,
end.
no,
is
no,
never...
no.
Wait, no, this is different.
Wait, this is different. Okay. Wait, am I Mariella now?
Nah, you're still Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bet you don't go downstairs again.
No, I won't. He just died. I was sad.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips, I'm
Feeling
not
a
getting
wave
fired.
of disbelief,
Don't get fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
Sure,
might
why
find an
not?
answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, there we are.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
no, I didn't mean
Cool
to press that.
surprise.
I think it's open.
Oh.
I think it gave up trying to walk you through the narrative.
Am I that bad?
No, you've just done it so many times.
Where's the escape?
You're not there yet. Remember, you have to go through all the videos.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope.
Facility.
Nope. No, absolutely
Although
not.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would
come
meet his ride
on.
of death.
Why did you trick me?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on
Well.
track.
Well, I don't know. I would just...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his
am.
death.
This is better than going in circles, I can tell you that.
Oh.
Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence
No.
whatsoever.
No, we gotta-
Stanley can't
gotta
see the
brave.
bigger picture.
No.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death
Sorry.
was of no
I'm
great
sorry.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly
Okay, what
accepted this
workplace is
violent
this?
end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh. I won.
And
No?
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
No.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to
I like how
accomplish?
you'd rather die than the game
Hey,
restart.
look at where
When
am
every
I?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Yeah.
Do you see now? Do you
Here's a
see
diagram
that
of the
Stanley
game.
was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stanley.
What does it say? A selection.
Of the sounds used throughout the
Oh.
game when buttons are pressed.
I thought it was the tell you what the 1 through 5.
Oh, by the way, there is no 6.
Alright. Make more sense if there were.
Credit. Alright. If I leave this on, it's basically the end.
Alright. Do you want it to be over?
What? Am I not dead?
I don't know. What do you mean by that? The different endings.
This is all the endings of the game.
Let's see if there's any you missed.
Countdown room.
You
I've
were there.
been there.
Did the freedom ending.
I did that. Oops.
Monitor room,
I
elevator.
did that. What's that? Game design.
It's not an ending. Your office.
There's multiple versions of it.
A lot of game development went into the office.
Well, yep. Alright. Oh. 3 rooms of the boss's office.
Warzone.
I was not there, but that's okay.
The point of the Stanley Parable is to lose. It's a good quote. This is art. This is modern art. I think you've been here. I wanted you to get to the Minecraft ending. There's an ending where you just end up playing Minecraft. Alright. We can end it. We can release you from the Stanley Parable. Until next time.
Next time.
We are going to play the Stanley Parable again in the future. But now you know the endings.
Ooh, Kylie says bye! Bye! Bye!
Alright.
Bye, guys! This has been so fun!
Well, thanks for watching the stream. And until next time, au revoir.
Bye!